Okay, so that's done with. And we ended up getting this. What I had in mind didn't work out. So this was the best thing for the money, I think. After spending too much time at the store and just looking at what they had in stock. This is about $300, but it is laptop dependent. Which we'll have to get this over here. Get the laptop, which is not that big of a deal. I mean, we live in a modern world. Carrying a laptop around isn't too big of a deal. The only thing was, it doesn't have XLR outputs. And that was what I was discussing with them at the store about. Well, I need XLR output. So, I figured I'll just get the RCA to quarter plugs. As we proceed. Is that better? You still can't see everything here. I need like a marker. Should be perfect. Yes, it is. Okay, what was I doing? Getting the cables out. It was just not ideal. I don't need 1,000 feet because I'm going to be near the subwoofer, and the subwoofer is going to go out to the speakers. We were looking at a used Serato something, one of the Pioneer decks. Maybe a good 10-year-old deck, and it was just worn out, and I did not want to have to deal with that. And these Newmark decks really have progressed. They're not what they used to be. It used to be really basic, like a party mixer or whatever. Bullshit that you wouldn't legitimately consider. Even on the middle range, middle end of DJing, right? That's what I would say this probably is. Because this is not your high-end stuff. You're going to be spending at least $2,000 on anything remotely high-end. This is your middle to starter range. If you're lucky, a couple $100. And that's where we're at with this. Look at that, we have a box to rise it up. let's follow these XLRs. This is supposed to be the microphone. Then we have our headphone. And then the laptop. I still have to get everything set up, but we will see momentarily. I have to get this set done today though. I like it. The main determining factor was the platters. Okay, so I said just go to the website and download Serato Lite, which is a lie, because you have to log in. For no freaking reason. Just to download it. And then it doesn't want to actually install. Run it, yes. All this bullshit on fucking Windows. That's why you have to leave it off. No shit, because you shouldn't be trying to access all kinds of bullshit. News and interest. No one fucking cares. I just need the computer to fucking compute, not give me a bunch of extra bullshit. I guess we can move the laptop next to it to give it a little bit of a... Are you fucking kidding me? It said something is required. To use this version. Some instruction set. Okay, now I'm fucking pissed off. This is a joke. It's not rocket science over here. Maybe I just need to extract the actual installation file. I really doubt that that's it because it should have processed it actually. I need to eject the thumb drive and not just unplug it. Go back into these downloads and see what the hell that just said that I actually disregarded. Didn't even really look at it. I might have to get virtual DJ or something. processing runtimes. Let's get a bit better of a look. This version of Serato DJ requires a CPU which supports AVX instruction set. What the fuck? The biggest selling point over here was the tempo. It doesn't lock, unfortunately. A turnoff was the crossfader type, where you have cut or actual fade. And then we have information displayed on the platter. And then the price point. So everything else is basic. The cheapness of it. It's not that great, but it's not terrible. It's got a little bit of weight to it, so you're not gonna just fling it off the table or something. I was thinking about returning it, honestly. If we have to deal with nonsense on the software not working. I mean, it's not like we're running Windows XP over here. It's actually Windows 10. But for some reason, in the past couple years or whatever, there's newer software that does stuff that may or may not be necessary, but is dependent on the software. Basic buttons. I would not expect this to last too long. It's just really something to get me back into it, so I can do my weekly sets, do the radio show, and then if I'm going anywhere, I'm not bringing this. If it's some local party or whatever. But the platter information is really what I wanted, because I need to be able to grab it and throw it back. It says deck number, tempo, I think that's time remaining. The browser and loading is pretty basic and simple. We have basic effects, and then a filter. Big turnoff is the volume control, because that's one of the biggest things when it comes to mixing, is you need control over the channels and control over the volume. So here it's just like, well, what is that, 5 bars? I mean, the accuracy of the 2 bars is going to be off. But you have a month return policy on these things, so that's from Guitar Center. We'll see where we're at with that. I need to plug in the cables. Honestly, we're keeping the cables. Left and right, input and output. I can't see anything over here. So apparently we don't have your standard XLR slash combination jack on the speaker. This thing stop jiggling. And so we're going to have to flip the inputs go in, because the speakers do support it, fortunately. Just not the sub. And so we'll go in here. We'll just have to stretch this out a bit. And then output. Why does this have left and right? Okay, so looks like virtual DJ seems to work. Okay, cancel that. I mean, the controller seems to have came on, so let's see if I can just skip this. A pro license. Okay, I think I'll have to log in, because I have an old pro license, I think, from the WeGo. We do not need any extra bullshit here. Okay, so let's just say, I mean, it appears to be working. I think the volume's turned down. Okay, the headphones are working. Where's our master? I think it was just off. just aren't right. Let's see if we can do this. Really shitting itself, huh? That's because it's preparing the stems. Anyways, this will work. I don't need to buy anything else. We'll make it work. Hold on. Okay. Before... let's see if this works. It froze. Anyways, I gotta check the audio levels and just make sure everything's solid. It looks good at this point. We'll just use virtual DJ. So a great problem with this deck is the master over here gets stuck. And so you can see the level. So when you load the track in, okay, dude. Why that grid pattern? Okay. I was gonna... It's freezing. Okay, so...
Is the microphone working? Yeah. It's just turned down, or you just should turn it down. Let's see. It's super loud. Really loud. Anyways, we keep freezing here. That's about all the control you're gonna get.
Can you stop fucking doing shit on your own, you piece of crap? The whole thing just froze. Stop asking about stems. See, the bass is turned down and it's not even working. It's still processing tracks, like what the fuck, dude? Doing too much at once. This basic computer just cannot handle it. I mean, the computer was like $100 too, so whatever. Sure they are all processed. Is this worth $300 is the real question here. If I turn it down, we're still fucking clipping according to this. Oh, now it's working. It's not even showing up on here now. It could be the laptop. This is really aggravating though. All these subtle issues. And every time it wants to say some sort of recommendation, I just want it to fucking work. I just muted Windows fucking sounds. This is really annoying.
I give a rhyme on Gus, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. I give a rhyme on Gus, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. I give a rhyme on Gus, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust.
I don't know how to record.
I give a rhyme on Gus,
So even if we started the set,
I give a rhyme on Gus, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. I give a rhyme on Gus, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust.
that's definitely not it. If I remember correctly, it's not on the main section. And then suddenly the headphones wanted to come on.
I give a rhyme on Gus, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. I give a rhyme on Gus, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. I give a rhyme on Gus, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. I give a rhyme on Gus, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. I give a rhyme on Gus, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. I give a rhyme on Gus.
We should pause. Okay, so it's happening again. It's freezing. This laptop just might not be used. Anyways, I have to set up the stream most likely, and then we're gonna do the PC. Why not? See if it runs a lot better. Which, honestly, I can just run this over to it. Alright, it's unplugged. Anyways. Okay, so we got the computer up over here. And we'll just see how this goes. Should 100% just work. Maybe it'll have better functionality too. Pretty sure that outlet will work perfectly fine. We're having problems. See, this is the biggest problem. Going up and around that. just not a good spot for this. And I'll move it once. Why is virtual DJ so much better? Okay, so we have to transfer over the audioicity to get recordings. We're getting all sorts of feedback there. I don't know what the hell it is. I need to select the device output. Which is entirely unclear. I guess we're going online for a moment. Maybe. Oh, if this is even long enough. I really don't know. Syringe. Alright, hold on. Anyways, here we are with the new layout setup, whatever the hell you want to call it. So the controller's going all the way over. USBs not really necessary over here, but we'll move them over. Get these cables moved over. See, the problem now that I have is main output recording. The only possible way at this point, headphones maybe. But then I'm recording the headphones and not the booth output. Right. Battery's dying on that. This needs to be plugged in. Then we have the keyboard and mouse over here. Everything in me keeps telling me to get rid of this. That $300 goes towards a better setup. Okay. It should switch over to the new layout. Which this can come down a little bit, honestly. That way we get actual booth action. Oh, Serato. Why do you have to be garbage? Well, it's working. It's just not got files pulled up. There we go. No, it cannot do that. See, you can press down, but you can't go back. Okay. See, our output on here should be going out to the fucking speakers, but no. You want to have a special setup. That doesn't actually recognize. The headphones aren't even working. Neither deck. Okay, the headphones work. There it is.
I like my sex, I like my sex, sex rated like I like my pump. Like I like my sex, I like my sex, sex rated like I like my pump. I like my pump X rated like I like my sex, I like my sex, sex rated like I like my pump. I like my pump X rated like I like my sex.
Hold down to do it. Okay, I dig it. But how this crate thing works, I don't know. Getting an actual view of things here. Oh, it ran out. Okay, we added this crate. Let's see. Okay, there we go. What is today? 29 May 2025. 2025 529. There we go. Does it not analyze them? I know, it's garbage. But now that it's working, getting somewhere. I'm not ready to do this. This fucking download didn't download. That is fucking loud. And I'm so surprised. You can't hear it. How in the fuck? Direct sound, I guess. Let's see if it's gonna work. Absolutely shits on it. So I guess this version of Audacity is garbage. Because the one I have on my computer is a different version. I don't have a fucking clue, dude. Sample rate. Direct sound is what it should be. Maybe. What the fuck? What is all this garbage? This is why I don't connect to the internet ever. This is an entirely independent system. We need to restart 100%. I don't think I put that file on the computer, so tomorrow I can go to Amarillo and look at the other deck over there. At least we know the microphone works without anything else going on. It just doesn't have anything loaded up. I mean, I like it. I was looking at it at the store. It's got everything I need. But it's the drive over there and then everything else. It's a lot better than this though, but it's also $1,500 discounted. Let's see. I'm just gonna copy it over to the desktop. Everything gets copied to the desktop, obviously. See, and virtual DJ's asking for a license. But it works a lot better on virtual DJ. So then you have that $100. And so then, I mean, that's the trip itself. Then being Rekordbox compatible on everything else. Hopefully we are where we need to be. Invalid recording sample. $192K on a 32-bit float. Pretty sure it's 24-bit. Let's actually look at it. The controller. Audio does not say anything. Maybe mid frequencies. Interface is where it probably should be. I don't know what I was looking at that said it. Let's just not do that. Boop. $44.1K. I think I did that wrong. WASIP. It should say the bit rate. How about we go to the audio devices? Sound settings. That's definitely not it. Ease of access. Where's the fucking shit? Manage sound devices. That's it. Right? No. There we go. Click on sounds. $24-bit. At 44.1K. I swear. Of course it's not gonna send shit. Okay, anyways, we're just gonna do this mix now. Because I can record it through Virtual DJ, I'm pretty sure. That's your auto mix. How in the world do I do this? Here it is. Fuck, it's been so long. It says 32-bit float. Okay, congratulations, it just did so. $25, $5, $29. Just throw it on my desktop. Pretty sure it's recording. We should be good. Should be solid. Stop fucking doing this. Why the fuck is this sync on? It's not. Jeez, that's so freaking annoying. Pissing me off. Why is it not letting me adjust the sync or the tempo? There it is. Does not fucking work right. I loop it and it goes back a bar or two.
right, tell you what I want. Put me in your bedroom and I'll sing a little song. Hold you tight, squeeze you right, give you all I've got. See you in the morning, go coffee, go talk. Is it ever gonna change? Am I gonna feel this way forever? Are you gonna be around for me to come on?
Something's not right. Fucking piece of shit. Oh my god. See, when you have little problems like this, it causes all sorts of other getting back into it. Been too long. This deck sucks though. Why did it stop? Whatever. Fucking shit.
I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust, I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust, I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust, I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust, I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust, I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust, I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust, I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust.
Oh, we turned it down.
Dust, I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust, I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust, I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust, I give a bottle of dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. I take it there. When I grab that microphone, I swear I take it there. If you're talking off the Richter scale, I always take it there. Reggie, if you want that anthem in my phone, I'll take it there. I take it there. I take it there. I take it there. When I grab that microphone, I swear I take it there. If you're talking off the Richter scale, I always take it there. Reggie, if you want that anthem in my phone, I'll take it there. I ain't sleeping, I'm out here creeping, rinse and repeating. No, I ain't peeking, the way I keep winning, you think I was cheating. The mission completing, taking or beating. They cannot defeating, I'm back on my feet, I'm bringing the heat. The managers bitching and tweeting. What are you squawking about? Ain't no talking it out, I'm sorting it out. In the same way, I'm choking them out for running this mouth, for calling me out. Don't make me take it there, if I take it now, I'll make it fair. I don't hate it there, to the same here. When I grab that microphone, I swear I take it there. If you're talking off the Richter scale, I always take it there. Reggie, if you want that anthem in my phone, I'll take it there. I take it there. When I grab that microphone, I swear I take it there. If you're talking off the Richter scale, I always take it there. Reggie, if you want that anthem in my phone, I'll take it there. On the best that I show that I'm versatile. But I never came when I best my style. I ain't got time to be wasting time. No email if it ain't worth my while. It's different now. I'm looking for the competition, but it's non-existent. Wow, you don't wanna be consistent then. Looks like man needs some assistance now. I'm doing it well, like double L. I'm always gonna take it up on the decibel. Sleep is not gonna make myself, so I kick down doors. I don't ring no bells. What's new? Gonna try to generate news. That's just something that I usually do. Yeah, I'm the energy crew. Definitely gonna lose your mind. I take it there. When I grab that microphone, I swear I take it there. If you're talking off the Richter scale, I always take it there. Legend, if you want that anthem in my phone, I'll take it there. I take it there. When I grab that microphone, I swear I take it there. If you're talking off the Richter scale, I always take it there. Legend, if you want that anthem in my phone, I'll take it there.
Watch the way we drop it in a mix timing. Rise and amplifying when we coming with the swing. Enter in the dance, jungle music it a spin. Crowd up in the center, them a ride the rhythm. Ride up on the rhythm till the early morning. Cause everywhere we got them love the vibes we a bring. Just set up the microphone, we are harmonizing. Ravers them a scat, we are synchronizing. Straight from up the end, we are maximizing. No coming in jungle list, we are super styling. Just following the pattern, naturally harmonizing. Climbing to position, we synchronizing. Live from the pocket, so we maximizing. All of the people living on super styling. Them style, stop your whole life from rewind. Them style, leave all your worries them behind. Them style. Sometime you can make a pressure just unwind. Sometime it's for your spirit and your mind. Sometime enter in the dance, plug it in and we begin. Crowd up in the center, they watch for the rhythm. Watch the way we drop it in a mix timing. Rise and amplifying when we coming with the swing. In the dance, jungle music it a spin. Crowd up in the center, them a ride the rhythm. Ride up on the rhythm till the early morning. Cause everywhere we got them love the vibes we a bring. Just set up the microphone, we are harmonizing. Ravers them a scat, we are synchronizing. Straight from up the end, we are maximizing. No coming in jungle list, we are super styling. Just following the pattern, naturally harmonizing. Climbing to position, we synchronizing. Live from the pocket, so we maximizing. All the people living on super styling. Anyway, we see them, we are bang on another one. Pass up 4 5 now, go one Remington. Any boy, this ball I told him in a skeleton. Bad man, you know where vibes can done. Vibes can done, we kill a sound rifle fan. Big bad man from out of England. Baseline drop, I tell you, what is love? Bad from me born. Where you get your mother from? Thing when me get coulda come from Afghanistan. They don't want see this cross like me up in a me hand. But other man you know me vibes can done. Lyrics on a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big other man from out of England. When me lyrics on fire like a sunfire. Say them a bad man, me have to hammer each one when we a fire shot, pull pin and ping pong. Them dead me have to trample them like kings. Beats full of your foot and none of them no sing song. All a grab up on face, matic in a hand. We don't have time for waste. The rapper come, shot a slam the hand.
Nobody but